did modular data centres develop to the way that they are today?
The modular data centre development has been really a slow process. It's been something that hasn't happened immediately, and it's happened as a result of a lot of changes in the industry. People have suddenly started to see the problems of building their own data centres and the costs associated with doing it. They're struggling to get to the technology benefits they need to have, they're struggling to get to the efficiency. And it took a change really in the market for others to realise that if you started to build to a format, the new data centres, you could achieve some of these efficiencies, some of these benefits. So we ended up with some early deliverables, containers and bits and pieces of that order. And now we're into the second generation of the modular data centre. So it came from a set of requirements which the customers started to see, largely cost related, and it's since become an industry in its own right. It's a new way of developing a data centre.
So how would you encapsulate the main benefits now to modular data centres as they presently stand and as Colt offer them?
The benefits that the customer sees, the benefits that we see, are really quite difficult for people to understand unless they've sat and actually built a data centre or sat and thought about building a data centre. The problems that people have are design problems in the first instance. What should my new data centre look like? Physically, what is it? What would be good? What will the board accept? How much am I prepared to spend? So we're into a situation there where the benefits that the customer is getting are actually difficult for him to understand. It's difficult for him to see prior to that business case. Once the business case is signed, you get the inevitable, oh, I forgot this, oh, that's a change, I should have thought about this, and so on. So you end up in a situation where you have a project which had a very difficult slow start, a sanction process that was thought through well at the time but subsequently changed, and then was ongoing, delivered at probably the time they were hoping, probably at the time they were hoping for it to be faster. So what are the benefits of a modular one? Well, the first thing is you have a specification. You know what it is you're going to get. You're going to get it exactly as it says on the requirements, on the specification that you were asking for. The second thing is you know exactly what the price is going to be, because the changes that you would have are really bounded by the design that you're looking for. So you can't change everything in a modular data centre. It works, and you might have some minor changes. So the change process stops. Finally, of course, you know when it's going to be delivered, because within a very, very tight time scale, these are well-defined things. So from a customer point of view, the benefits are early benefits of what it is that we're building, medium-term benefits of how much is this going to cost, benefits throughout the development cycle of there aren't that many changes, and by the way, it arrives on the day we said. So quite a lot of benefits associated with the basic concept of deciding very clearly what it is you wanted in the first instance.
Does the modular data centre spell the end of the custom-built conventional data centre then?
Is a modular data centre the end of a custom-built data centre is a question we get asked all the time. The answer, of course, we'd love to say the answer is yes. We would love to say the answer is yes. There are custom-built data centres today that can do things that modular data centres simply cannot. And it's not that we can't make them do that, it's just that there is no business case to make them do that. Give it 3-4 years, there will not be a bespoke data centre world. It will have gone, because it just simply won't be worth starting with a clean sheet of paper and reinventing that wheel, even if you've got something unusual as a problem to solve. It will actually be easier for you simply to take a modular data centre and either enhance it, improve it, or ask the modular supplier to build that data centre specifically for them. So even then, you will end up in a situation where your bespoke data centre becomes a standard solution for somebody else who's producing a modular data centre. So is it the end of the bespoke data centre? Well, not now, but it's certainly the beginning of the end. it's not something that you would want your children to start looking for as a career. It won't be there.
Thanks for the advice, Guy Ruddock of Colt.